Hi guys, so this video is just going to be how to get a flawless face using liquid foundation, how to make it look natural, how to make it look like your skin. And this is basically what I do if I ever wear liquid foundation. I kind of wanted to make this version because in my previous video I just did powder foundation and just minimal makeup on the face. So this is what I wanted to do today, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So the first thing you want to make sure that you have is clean skin. If you clean your skin before you put foundation on or any kind of makeup on your face, your makeup is guaranteed to look 10 times better. Also, I like to use the Evian facial spray every single time I put makeup on, just because it kind of refreshes your face and preps your face for makeup, and it just makes your makeup look better and go on more flawless. And the next thing I put on is the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and this one is the one with SPF in it, so it's the Protect one. They have like different versions. They have Radiance, Protect, probably something else, but I don't really know. It's important to have a primer on just because putting foundation on your skin directly is just not really good. If you have like some kind of barrier or something that's going to go over your skin before you put the foundation on, is going to be great, because if you put foundation directly on your face, you have more chances of your pores soaking it up, and you don't want that because that's just going to cause breakouts. So that's one reason why a primer is important. But another reason why it's important, it's going to improve the look of the foundation. The foundation is just going to go on smoother, and it's going to last you longer throughout the day. So if you want to have a long wearing foundation and a natural flawless looking foundation, primer is something you definitely want to invest in. The next thing I do is use the Rimmel Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. This is a 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. I don't think that this would work as a highlighter for the face just because it's skin tone adapting, so it's going to adapt to your skin tone and it's not going to really brighten up underneath the eyes, which I don't mind. I just use a powder to set underneath my eyes, and that helps brighten up the eyes, and that's all I do. I don't like a really bright under eye just because I feel like if it's too bright, it looks very unnatural and you can look like a disco ball, and we don't want that. This one's in the color light medium, and I just put this underneath my eyes in a triangle motion, and then I put it around my nose just because I have a little bit of redness, and I like to blend it out with my Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush. This brush is amazing if you accidentally put too much concealer underneath your eyes. This would help take any excess off and just blends it out very nicely. Next comes the foundation. I use the True Match Lumi in the color Warm, or W4 Warm. The reason I use the Lumi is because I do have dry skin. It gives you a nice glow to your skin, it makes you look healthy, and that's why I like using this foundation. If you are oily, I recommend using a more mattifying foundation, but having a luminous foundation is just going to make you look healthier and better. Also, matte foundations tend to clog your pores more than any luminizing foundation, just because it's mattifying, so it's going to be kind of thicker and heavier on your skin, and you don't want that. I mean, if you prefer matte, that's perfectly fine, because I did only like matte foundations at one point, but I really like the Lumi, and if I am using a mattifying foundation, I usually just put some facial oil drops in it, and it makes it very luminous and lightweight on the face. The way that I like to apply this is using the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. I put a few pumps on the brush and I just dot it all over my face, and I start blending in circular motions. Blending in circular motions is just going to make you look more airbrushed and natural looking. Obviously, if you put too many layers of foundation on, it's going to be visible, but if you put just the right amount, it's not going to be too visible. If you want an even more airbrushed and natural look, I recommend investing in a beauty blender. What you do is you wet this and it kind of expands, so it allows the foundation to stay on top of the sponge rather than soak in if you were using a regular old-fashioned sponge. And you just kind of pat this all over your face, and this is just going to give you a airbrush finish, and it's also going to make your skin look like skin. It's not going to look like a lot of foundation. So I usually go in with this first, blend it out around the hairline, around the ears and the neckline, and then I go in with this, and it just makes the face look 10 times better. Usually people can't even tell that I'm wearing foundation. If you want to put a couple of layers on, this is going to be the best best thing to use because if you keep putting layer on top of layer, this is going to make it look streaky and it's going to be harder to blend in, and it's just going to be very, very heavy on the face. And the reason I like this is because it gives you a nice coverage and it's not going to soak in here, and you're not going to have to keep using more and more foundation on your face. So I recommend investing in a beauty blender. It's just going to save your life in making your face look natural, and if that's what you like, I recommend this. We want our foundation to stay on our face, not budge, and if you have oily skin, this is an essential step that you have to take in your foundation routine, and it's setting your face with a powder. Now, even though I have dry skin, I still do set my face with a powder just because I want to make sure that it's going to stay. I don't know if I'm going to be sweating that day or what's going to happen, so I want my foundation to stay on my face. Personally, I don't like using pressed powder to set my foundation. I like using a loose powder, and the one I use is the Airspun powder, and you can get this at Walmart, I believe, or any kind of drugstore. Mine is in the color Naturally Neutral, which I don't even know why they have like color selections, because to me most of the ones I've tried have just been translucent, so I'm pretty sure you would be fine with whatever color you get. But it just comes with a powdered puff, and it comes with a lot, and this is probably like $2 to $4, which is amazing because it comes with an insane amount of product. And I don't like to put too much of this on the face, and the fact that it's a loose powder, it's already going to be lightweight. I use a duo fiber blending brush, and I just kind of dip it in there and lightly fan it all over my face, and it's going to set the foundation without being too heavy or putting too much makeup on top of the foundation. Another important step that you want to take is setting underneath your eyes. Setting underneath your eyes is going to prevent any concealer from creasing throughout the day. It's going to prevent the concealer from moving throughout the day, and that's something that you don't want if you have concealer on your face. The under eye setting powder that I use is the e.l.f. one. This is the HD under eye setting. I use the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush, and I just dip it in there and pat it underneath your eyes. The reason why you want to pat it underneath your eyes rather than sweep it or rub is if you rub or sweep underneath your eyes, it's just going to move the concealer around, as if you pat the concealer, it's just going to stay in place and it's just going to set better. The worst thing is when you look like you just got hit in the face with baby powder. You don't want to look like there's a bunch of powder on your face, which is one of the reasons why I feel like a setting spray is very important. I just use the same Evian facial spray right over my powder. I don't do like blush, foundation, and highlighter. I just put my powder on, my foundation, all that, and then I spray this on my face. I do spray this on my face again after everything is complete, but if you spray it on your face after you have set your foundation and your concealer, it's just going to look less powdery and more natural, and that's something that we want. If you want to have heavy makeup, that's all up to you, but I personally like my makeup to be more natural looking, so that's the reason why I just spray this on my face afterwards, and then that's it for my foundation routine. That's all I really do, and it's been working for me. I've been doing this for a couple months now, and I love it. It's been working for me in hot weather, and in cold weather you don't really have to worry about your makeup melting off your face, but I still do these steps just because I feel like it's important. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up and leave any comments that you might have down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.